What's up, tractor lovers? Happy New Year and happy Sunday to you. I just wanted to do a quick update and show you what I've done on some of my more heavily worked on parts of my display. I am trying to use static grass and do some mud and things of that nature to make it look more realistic. And so that's kind of my goal for this winter is to take my display, which is pretty okay. Like it's decent, but turn it into something where you see detail everywhere, where I've kind of left no stone unturned. So that's the plan here, and so it starts with this area here, and I don't have a big name for this area yet. Of course, it's Dogtown Farms. Um, is the whole farm, but and I guess there's a bit of a sneak peek of maybe some of the combines we're going to use here, at least in the short term. But so this area, just kind of coming down here, and everything's still a bit under construction, so it's a little messy. But this goes from sort of the shed and fueling area back to where the field is, and we'll see there may be some other maybe bins and things like that back there. It's kind of leaning that way anyway. So what I did real quick here is this is the apron for my um, for my shop. So um, I wanted this area to look like a grass strip, like almost like it would if it was a gravel road, or if it wasn't, um, perfectly maintained or the gravel put down. And so, of course, you've got your combine shed here, but these are only going to be out in the uh, June when you're wheat harvesting, and then of course fall when you're soybean and corn harvesting. So um, and then once you get them out and get the heads on them, they would go into either the shop for storage overnight or over here into the big shed. So, and pardon all those trucks; those are just kind of clutter right now. I was using them to sort of measure out some space. But anyway, so what I did here, so the gravel actually went down first, and I'm not sure that was the thing to do, um, but maybe. And then I actually went with sort of a traditional turf product first. And then, that was several years ago, or not several years ago, that was last year, I guess. And then I kind of found out about static grass, and so I went with static grass here. And you can kind of see, I tried to do a couple different heights. So, like, this is the short, I believe it's 2 millimeter. Then I believe it's there's some 4 or 6 millimeter in there, and then this is actually a tuft I put in there. And then so I decided, I should have some tracks or something like that there. So I went. This is foam underneath here. So I went. I ended up scraping away my gravel, and then I dug down in the foam a little bit to try to make some tracks. I don't know if I accomplished that very well or not. I'm not 100% sure I'm happy with that. And then I also, just some detail things, I sprinkled some grass and sort of dirt throughout the gravel here, so it just doesn't look like super clean, perfect gravel, because, I don't know, that's kind of unrealistic unless you just freshly spread the gravel. I mean, you can see, I even put like a little tuft of grass here, like it's kind of growing up. Same thing over here, so. And then kind of the other area I've worked on this week is this little tree line here. And my goal, what I'm after here, is I want to separate the field, which isn't done yet, so, pardon that messiness. I want to separate the field from the shed area visually. So I think the idea is, depending on the angle you take pictures and things of that nature, it makes it look like a much bigger display than it is, because my display is not even 4 by 8. It's actually a little bit smaller than that. So I just don't have the room here for a big display, so maybe someday. But anyway, so what I did here is um, this is the longer static grass, and I put that around the trees that I planted in here, and those trees are secured down. Um, and I think, just looking at the camera, I can see some things that I can probably tamp that down a little bit. It's tricky because it's kind of in the middle of the display, so it's a tricky area, but I just wanted this area to look really unkept. Kind of you go buy it on the farm, but you're not going to mow out here. You're not going to weed eat out here. So I wanted it to look very rough. And, so hopefully I've achieved that to some extent, at least with this area. So I think for right now, I'm kind of going to call like this area from the trees here to this area. You can see I did static grass here, short static grass and long static grass. Again, like the long grass up by the tree to because I'm not sure you're going to take the time to go up there and weed eat or whatever, especially if you're busy farming, if it's planting season, harvest season, something like that. So just want it to look a little longer. Anyway, so I've got like a 1 foot by 4 inch section of my display done. Maybe we'll see. May work on this a little bit more. But anyway, I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed seeing videos of the display, and you asked me to do more and talk about it more. So I just wanted to do that. And as I complete it, as I thin down the lineup to what's really going to be the lineup and everything, we'll do more. So you guys can kind of look at that and tell me what you think. So anyway, hey, thanks for liking and sharing. Tell me what you think in the comments. What would you do different here? What do you like about this area? What should I change? I'm open to any ideas. I'm I'm kind of like that. I like sharing ideas. I like getting ideas. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.